Hello and welcome everyone to the start of today's Super Mario Odyssey 80% League action here at GSA. We've got TiloTech versus Stravos. I'm Scotch and Tie Guy. You can call me Scotch. In the booth with me is Dansta2106. You can call him Dansta though. Tell me a little bit about this race, man.
I think it's going to be really interesting. Both of them pretty even, I think, in the league right now. Pretty much in the midfield, as we can see here. Okay, no, Stravos is actually 4th place, Tilo 6th place, so not too far apart. But points-wise, it's around 80 points, so if, in theory, Tilo would win this with 5 minutes, he would overtake Stravos, so it's not that far apart.
Well, and it's interesting because Tilo only has one less loss than Stravos. You know, having the big thing, these points, you know, much more weight than losses and wins. You know, you look at Dansta, he's only 5 points behind. Tilo has 3 losses, but then you look at Stravos and Lucidity, they're tied 2 losses, but there's a 45-point difference there.
Or Mitch and Chaos, 4 points difference, but Mitch has a win more.
Exactly. So I mean, it all comes down to your consistency, how well you're doing game to game. Again, I think these are two very, even runners. You know, we have these stats. You know, the stats team have been doing an amazing job. By the way, I want to say that. I don't know if it's been mentioned at all, but everyone who is part of the stats team has just been on the ball, giving us amazing stats in the back, giving us really in-depth info into what's going on with these guys. So we're able to give you a little bit more info as the race goes on. So I just want to give a shout out.
Okay, just one thing. Stravos just made a mistake. He just put in 159 instead of 153 at DSDA. So, Stravos, if you can hear this, you just made a mistake and you should be careful at send.
So we will have to see what happens here in a little bit as far as that goes. So already some interesting action to start. We'll see if we can get a reaction on Stravos' side. You have the face cam. Unfortunately, no.
I especially wanted to look at that because I saw, okay, 159. Is he gonna change it or is it just gonna start? Well, we'll see if he notices it.
They're rolling right here in Cap Kingdom.
Usually not too much of a difference in Cap Kingdom itself until at least left side. Not more than like 2 or 3 seconds usually.
Yeah, it just comes down to minute movement differences. If you're a little bit more optimal as Stravos is, you'll take a slight lead here. But like you said, that left side movement is the critical point, really.
Sometimes the water roll or the movement here also is, but usually it's just left side. Okay, so Stravos not grabbing any coins there with the frog. Tyler grabbing all 9. We need a lot of coins because we don't run in 1.0 anymore. So we don't get coins from the Sphinx, and now we have to route coins in. But Stravos only getting 9 and Tyler getting 18. It should still be fine.
Oh no, ooh! Bonk!
Tyler failing left side.
Really big bonk there. Gonna lose quite a bit of time there. To Tylo. Stravos now reacting. Okay, so we have confirmation in the back that Stravos knows what he did now. So we'll see how he adjusts down the line. But he does have the lead to start. A little bit of a smirk on his face, kind of laughing about it, like, I made a mistake, cool. But we'll see just how he handles it as we head into Cascade. And by the way, this one is indeed live. Completely live, 100%. we are seeing this for the first time because they're playing this for the first time. This is not a pre-recorded match. This is a special one because you don't get a whole lot of these now with how the league is set up.
Yeah. It would be great, like, just for the future, to have Europeans race earlier. And because I, for example, only have one race so far that was live, because it's just too late for Europeans usually to do them live, so it would be great to have them earlier. But I don't think that works quite yet with the GSA setup, but maybe in the future.
Well, here we go, grabbing the big old Rex and making our way over to Madame Brutal. Only time that we'll play, we'll go against her. Pretty simple fight. Shouldn't give these guys too much difficulty. Just need to grab the chain chomp.
Stravos confident in still getting the power. The background information.
I love these guys. They just roll with it.
Laughing it off.
I was grabbing a couple extra coins there, not able to get the spin throw. And laughing about it, having fun with it. That's good to see. And a big old smile on Tyler's face.
Yeah, oh my god. That smile.
Now, I should be setting up for a chest clip here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Tyler's not going to attempt it, but I can see Stravos try it. I don't really know, but we'll see. No, okay, he also is not going for it. I'm almost 100% sure that Tyler won this.
Yeah, both these guys haven't attempted it a single time in this season yet, so staying consistent with the plan, not going for that chest clip.
Yeah, Stravos still ahead by a couple seconds, but that might change now in Sand because of that DSTA fail that Stravos is not even gonna have because he's not gonna attempt it, that he knows he would get. So he will lose some time. We'll see how much.
10 seconds difference heading out of
pretty much exactly, yeah. Okay, let's see if they can get fast action cascade. Nope. No, I don't think there was. It looked weird, but I don't think it was fast action cascade. And for Tilo? Nope, not either. Okay, maybe Strav got like a medium one. It's not just if you get it or you don't. Sometimes you get a medium one where you save like half a second. Okay, so let's see what Stravos is gonna do now. He's still gonna plant it. Okay. Oh, I think I know. Okay, he's gonna change the time now, manually, when he enters the pipe or leaves it. Pretty sure. Because why would he plant it otherwise?
Let's see what he does here.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Gonna change it manually. That also works. The only reason we do it before starting the run is to maybe have that time. Oh my god!
What a way!
Okay. What a way! Was a little bit ahead because there was a mistake, but oh my god, that was perfect. Okay, so now we know that loses 10 seconds.
That's amazing. I mean, just almost perfectly synced up now heading out of that. I mean, he was quick with that though. Good reaction, knowing exactly what he needed to do and getting right on it.
What was I gonna say? Never mind. That was too awesome. Yeah, Tylo ahead by like half a second, I guess now. Because Stravos made a slight mistake grabbing that one. Oh, and we're back to sync. And Stravos... No! Never mind, sync. Okay, let's see it ram. Stravos taking a little bit of a faster approach. Looking good for both. Stravos got it, Tylo got it, nice. I'm not sure what that bullet bill is doing for Stravos. Not quite going into the right direction. Okay, he's still gonna try it. Okay. Tylo, I think he... Did he fail it? I didn't see. Okay, Stravos got it. Tylo either failed it or didn't even try it, but now he's struggling to get the next one. Come on, Tylo! Okay.
Yeah, bullet bill is not wanting to cooperate at all.
No.
Travis will known for this lead.
Yeah, let's see
With
Jaxi
that
skip
mistake.
now. I know from experience that it can be hard in races. Okay, he got it. Yeah, if you fail this trick, you're gonna lose a lot of time, so you really don't want to.
Rolling right out, heading for his last 3 moves.
Okay, let's hope for Tylo to get it as well. It's not that hard of a trick, but when you're playing with nerves, it can be hard, but he still gets it nice.
Well, and these corners are just so unforgiving. If you don't get that space above the corner, you're going to take a bonk, and it's especially with that specific trick, you're going to take a death.
Yeah. If you bonk there, you're gonna die, no matter what. Okay, no single spin throw for Stravos.
Stravos is done, shrugging it off. Able to make that DSTA work. Tylo finishing up here with notes, going to be following Stravos closely behind.
Oh, also not getting single spin throw, sad. Now going into a chill kingdom usually, but not so much for top runners. Lake clip coming up, so yeah, quite some stuff to do. But it's short, so one hard trick.
Yeah, that lake clip seems to. I mean, it's not even like evenly difficult. Like it's evenly difficult. It's across the board. Runners having difficulty with it, Mitch, all the way down the board. You know.
Yeah, it's the least consistent trick, really, probably right now.
Let's see Stravos set up for his lake clip right here. See how consistent
I
he is
don't
with it.
think we have seen a total fail of it yet. Everyone has gotten it in every race, but it may take like 10 attempts sometimes. Okay, let's see Stravos. Ooh, that's looking really good. Nice. First try clip, out of bounds. Nice, okay. Stravos getting it first try, only one cap throw to get the clip, so that's optimal. Let's see if Tylo can get that too.
He's got a match, a first try.
Oh, that looks really good. Yeah, nice. Also getting it first try.
Oh, wow. So
two first tries. Nice.
That's really good to see, you know, Tylo being behind.
Stravos
with a weird bonk.
Yeah, you can either do that movement that he did there, which actually most runners do now, most top runners, but you could also do a down throw with Joy-Cons. It's basically the same speed, just preference. So I think Tyler's also gonna do the same. Yeah, no, actually he changed to Joy-Cons. I very much like that decision. Stravos finishing up like really clean leg clips from both. So I don't think anybody's gonna save any time. Yeah, I'm Dancer.
Heading out of lake now.
Let's see what the difference is. Stravos gonna get a 13.26. And Tilo getting a 51, I think. So around 30 seconds, I'd say. Maybe a little less. Nothing that Wooded can't change.
Yeah, we're looking at 25 seconds worth of difference between these guys heading into Wooded. Gotta be careful here. Deep Woods, we have seen Deep Woods cause some serious issues.
Really? Have we? I didn't see every race, so maybe, but I didn't see Deep Woods yet this league, actually.
I forget who it's specifically, but it was cataclysmic.
Maybe Ekman.
Yeah, for a couple races ago that I commentated for this league. You know, it's so rare, but you still gotta be careful with it.
Okay, let's see. Stravos not gonna do the tree route. Actually, I think both of these runners are not gonna do tree route, and I think they're the only two people in the league that don't. So, okay, it's looking good for Nutclip with Stravos side. Yeah, nice. Let's see, out of bounds. Usually the harder part. Nice, also looking really good.
Just need to get inbounds now.
Yeah, now the hardest part of it all, the ramp, in my opinion. No problem for her. I'm serious. The ramp is the worst part.
Would you compare that ramp to left side movement in Cap Kingdom?
No, it's way harder. Okay, also good nut clip for Tyler, also looking like good out of bounds. Yeah, nice. Both getting really clean nut clips. Also getting first straight ramp, even the triple jump. Which, if you know what to do, you can get up without having to do a wall jump, which can save some time. So because okay, yeah, go on.
So because of the both these guys avoiding the tree route, we will be seeing them grab this story moon, bop in the piranha plant. You don't typically see, again, as Dancer said, you don't typically see this because you don't want to see this cutscene, and that tree route avoids it. But both these guys not using that route, going to be going through this quick cutscene.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Okay, let's see. FRS is different with this. Usually with tree route we do a long jump to get this, but you can do a roll cancel jump if you grab the moon, which some people might consider to be harder. I guess it's just practice. Yeah, this route loses around 2-3 seconds to the tree route if you do it optimally. Okay, Tyler failing it. First try, let's see. Second try looking good. Nice.
Get these rolls now. Head on into this tower where Stravos is heading out of.
And because both of them got nut clip, we are not going to see Spewed. They're gonna go down and grab 3 moons that are faster than doing the Spewed fight. So first this moon that Stravos is taking right now, and then the infamous pipes room at the end of Wooded. That spin pound there, it looks so easy, but it's so hard in my opinion. And I never do it because it fails all the time. Okay, looking clean on Stravos' side. Yeah, nice pipes.
Super quick pipes there on Stravos' side. Gonna be hanging out wooded. Tylo heading into the pipes as Stravos is heading out.
So Stravos is gonna get a 1842 or 43, I think 42, which is pretty decent and can still potentially sub-hour, but it would be really hard. But it is possible. Unlikely though.
Heading over into Metro. Before that, gotta take on Bowser and head into Lost Kingdom. Quite a difficult one.
I wouldn't actually call it difficult. It's weird, and one mistake kills you, but the mistakes other than maybe like one trick are not like the tricks aren't that hard. But if you fail one, you're gonna die and lose a lot of time. That's what I call lost.
Bowser fight shouldn't be too difficult. Trevor's picking up that heat arc, grabbing some coins. Coin count very important for the shop.
So there are some hidden mechanics, I want to say, for the Bowser fight that if you don't speedrun the game yourself probably won't know. So there's this thing with grabbing the head, which is pretty obvious that it's not intended, I think, but you can see that pretty clearly even if you don't speedrun the game. But you can also manipulate where Bowser jumps, so he jumps less, I wanted to say, but as I said, that Tylo fails one of the head grabs. Sometimes, even if you think you're doing it right, Bowser will just take the head back. It's really weird sometimes, especially at the second phase. Can't blame him. Okay. Getting it now though. And in the meantime, Stravos already at the first morning lost. Shortest normal kingdom actually, even shorter than Cap. Only Cloud is shorter.
Well, Stravos making his way around here. Again, the big thing here is corners. There's a lot of corners that you have to get over in Lost, and I think that's the big part, and that's why it's weird. In Lost, again, you know, if you hit a corner, you're dropping straight down, and that's poison, so you're taking it instant death. And you don't pick up a single checkpoint, so you're going straight back to the Odyssey. So depending on where you die, you could be going a very short distance or a very, very long distance.
Yeah, and now for Stravos coming up, the only really hard trick, I'd say, in this kingdom, Cage Triple. Because you have to dive on that very narrow platform that Stravos just landed on without bonking. And that can be really precise sometimes.
Stravos is a nice up throw underneath the bridge.
Nice.
Getting out of there, Tylo wants to do the same.
Nice. Nobody doing reverse repeated, I guess. Really hard trick that actually only Mitch and Turn go for in the league. Okay. Tyler also getting Cage Triple. Nice. Now we're actually going to Metro. Tyler PB pass. Unlikely. highly unlikely.
Well, Night Metro, the big thing here, we're setting up, we're heading over to take on the Mecha Wiggler. We'll grab a move on the way. But the big thing here is that Mecha Wiggler fight. And, oh, Stravos not getting that building movement done correctly.
It feels very random sometimes. You just don't get the height sometimes for some reason. Got a good backup.
Grab that one move. And we're going to head over and take on the Mecha Wiggler. And Mecha Wiggler, big thing here is the RNG of the Mecha Wiggler. And how...
The biggest RNG of the whole run.
And based on my understanding, you can correct me on this, Dan, if I'm wrong. Strav's going to be picking up one more move before heading on out. But the big thing is if the Mecha Wiggler crosses over itself, the hitboxes kind of mess with where the shot goes, and if it crosses over, you might miss some hitboxes.
Yeah, you can, like, in all the time that I've played this game, I kind of know where to shoot, even if they're overlapping, to still hit it. Like, not exactly shoot at the one spot, but at a point where it still hits it. So it's possible. Also those really fast shots for Stravos. So it is possible to get those even if they're crossed, but it can be harder.
That was a good start.
Yeah. Historically, he's always had a really good first phase of Victor. I don't know how he does it. That's like over a second faster than what I do or something.
Well, it all comes down to the RNG here on this second phase.
Yeah. You can react to any RNG, and it's possible to 2-cycle every RNG. As you can see, that was not a good pattern, and he still like reacted to it very well and got the 2-cycle easily. That was actually so good for that pattern.
Yeah, really only needing one extra shot to take out the Mecha Wiggler. Tylo's setting up. What's he doing here, Danza?
Manipulating where the Wiggler is gonna go, so he runs the least amount of distance between the walls. And you want him to end up at this wall because it doesn't matter where he ends up, he will always go to this wall to run around. So if he ends there, he's gonna have less time, less way to cover before he's actually there. Okay, not the best pattern for Tylo as well. But Stravos definitely reacting to it better. Okay, let's see. Scoot clip. Nice.
Oh, super quick. That was nice.
Well done. Drive by.
Didn't get to see the left hand or the right hand go over the other. Just because of the camera angle. But that's always interesting to see how these guys do that scoot clip.
Yeah. You can also, instead of completely turning around and putting your right hand to the left and stuff and crossing over, you can also, I didn't try that, but I saw people doing that, just take your controller and turn it upside down by just twisting your wrist. So the back of your controller looks to your head. I don't know how to explain it, but you can also do it without completely twisting your arms.
Tylo, I'm gonna go for his scoot clip.
Okay, yeah. Getting it, and Stravos in the meantime getting slots. The harder part of bullet building, in my opinion. Gonna go over to bullet building now. Probably losing more time if you miss the bullet building itself. Okay, let's see. now the critical point, capturing that bullet bill here. Oh, nice. Okay, he got it. Oh, he dove even though he could have rode the bullet bill to the end.
Well, Tylo's not going for this bullet building route. Instead, just going for the old musician's route. Bonk there on Stravos' side.
Getting your cast stuff. Bullet building only saves 2 to 3 seconds, so if you're not confident with it, don't do it, because it will lose you time. Even if you get it, you could lose time, because you have to do it quickly.
I got a question about Stravos' background. He is in the sky. I don't know, that's all I had to say about that.
Oh, okay, nice question. Okay, so Stravos not grabbing that hint art. Wait, did he get the hint art in Cloud? I didn't see, but it appears like he did. Okay, 217 coins without grabbing that hint art in Metro. So yeah, you have two choices to grab hint arts in the current route, which is in Cloud, which won't lose any time, but it can be kind of precise, and in Metro, which is gonna lose 1 second, but really easy to get. So most people still do the Metro one. People are starting to switch it up. You'll see Tylo getting the one in Metro. Stravos with a 2951 Metro exit, that's still really good. I mean, he missed the DSDA stuff.
Yeah, he's still confident that he'll get that sub hour, as he said earlier.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he lives up to that.
Tylo not losing his spirit though, with the smile.
Dude, he's always got that big old smile on his face. I appreciate that. That level of positivity. Got these last 2 moons here. I'm going to be heading out of Metro as well. Stravos heading into some snow. Very cold weather.
You want to get out of there as quickly as possible to go to Seaside, which is way more chill.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you feel about this, but in my opinion, Snow is the hardest kingdom at the moment. For me, it is the hardest kingdom at the moment.
Yeah, the thing for me is, and we'll talk about it here in just a second, is that movement up on that bridge. That movement, and then of course you got Snowdram.
You mean the movement after the first moon in Chiveria? So right after the moon he gets it?
So right after the boxes. For whatever reason, I can't get this, and it's so difficult.
Why is that? Do you bonk or?
I bonk every time. Yeah. I need to get good, is what really needs to happen. But
you probably sometimes already as well get the downwards wall jump, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can avoid that. I can tell you later if you want. You can avoid it pretty easily. I don't know if that's gonna work for Stravos. I don't think so. Yeah. Trying the snow clip.
I'm taking a bonk too, but heading in here to the side room.
Everybody has different movement for that. You can see Stravos just rolling without roll boosting there, and other people doing like some long jumps. It doesn't really matter what movement you're doing, as long as you get there with the cycle. Also nice RNG with the spinies for Stravos there.
Yeah, you want that last spine to stay up there, just because the camera movement from Mario to the moon and back takes longer, just because of where Mario's position. So if you're closer to where the moon spawns, obviously it's going to take less time. So it saves.
Ooh, that looks good for Tylo actually. Nice. I think he has the highest consistency for Snow Clip so far. Or at least tied highest consistency or something. Let me check. Snow Clip. Yeah, Tylo and Dangerous have the highest consistency at Snow Clip. 86% right now. That's actually so good. That trick is not easy.
Well, Tylo also getting very good RNG.
Okay, now coming up at what most people would say is the hardest trick in the run for Stravos. Snowdram.
Oh, weird bonk there from Tylo.
Yeah, that is very weird to control there sometimes.
Yeah, just a little wood post sticking out there on that wall. But as you said before, Stravos setting up the Snowdram.
Yeah, quick setup. Nice, getting it. So what many people really, I think, don't really know is that quick setup is not that hard to do. You don't have to have a perfect angle for the cap throw. The important thing is that if you see where the cap goes, you have to react to either move Mario a little bit to the left after you start rolling, or just go more straight to hit Cappy still on the Odyssey. So that's the only real thing you have to worry about. We'll see. I think Tyler is gonna take a little more time on it. He usually takes his time on Snowdrum to not miss it.
Well, you don't want to miss it. It loses you so much time. So getting it first try is so important.
Taking a little more time.
Yep. Plenty of fight.
And getting it.
Really good to see.
Yep.
And Stravos out of the snow into the sunshine here in Seaside.
Yeah. So other than the starting movement, Seaside is not really a hard kingdom. There's Fish Clip later, but that's like the easiest glitch in the whole run.
Yeah, we'll grab Cheap right here, and we'll use him for pretty much the rest of Seaside. Just pick up a couple moons here and there, and then do that glitch. Tylo doing some good scaling here on these cliffs. Gets that done.
So yeah, Stravos, taking a hit there. Gonna have to damage refill, but nothing too dramatic. And then gonna grab 2 quick more moons, and then we're gonna see Fish Clip from him. As I said, the easiest glitch probably in the run.
What are the mechanics of Fish Clip exactly?
So there's an invisible wall there that's gonna push you back when you go too far out. So we try to go into that wall, then uncapture, go a little bit away and recapture, and then we can still swim a little bit before the wall tries to push us back. So we can get into some out of bounds before that happens. And then we can grab that one moon from out of bounds with a well-timed shake and go into the Sphinx room without talking to the Sphinx.
And the key there is staying out of bounds during that shake. If you're too close, you will flip back in bounds and then have to have a conversation with the Sphinx. But Stravos showing you how it's done.
Exactly. Also with why we go away from the fish a little bit. If you recapture him too close, for some reason, the game will warp you a little bit away, and it will not work. So you have to move a little bit away before recapturing the fish. You will see at Tyler's screen again how he moves back. So he uncaptures, moves away a little bit, recaptures, and goes out of bounds. It's really easy, and I recommend it to everyone who decides to speedrun this game, because it's literally the easiest trick and easier than the normal method of doing CSAT. Okay, Stravos getting salt triple.
Nice rollouts there. Pretty simple movement, but not taking a booty burn. Bonk there. Really important. Spewart fight. Only time that we see him really, other than in the Mecha Brutal.
We've tried so long to route him out because it's such a long mode. The problem is that if we don't defeat him and grab that moon, a few other moons will be unobtainable, so we could go around him theoretically and grab some other moons, but there are not enough moons, as far as I know, to skip him. And even if there were, they would probably be slower.
Tyler getting salt triple.
Yeah.
Just fine. He's way over. Gonna be taking on Spewart as well. Stravos grabbing the side moon real quick. We only grabbed the one. Weird movement there. Stravos not happy with that, obviously.
Oh, Stravos getting a frame perfect spin punt there. That's some really weird stuff for when you do a spin pound and jump on the first frame. Or no, I think when you spin pound on the very first frame that you can, then for some reason the moon will not appear. And I feel like it's not at every ground pound spot, just at some of them. So it's really weird. And some are like really easy and it feels like you get it every time. Especially that one, and the first one I lost.
Well, big thing about Luncheon is these kind of mountainside areas, you know, weird polygons, and the movement with the Podobo, which we're going to see here in a moment with Stravos, to kind of just skip over and jump the entire lava fall.
Yeah, but now Forks, motion control heavy part, getting it easy. The coolest sub area in the whole game, in my opinion.
It looks so nice and it's so fast. Really impressive to see these guys. You know, the consistency level. I haven't seen it failed a single time yet in this league.
I don't think I've seen a death as well. Yeah, actually. Oh my god, that was so close. So usually you can grab a ledge after a dive, but sometimes for some reason it works. So Stravos was actually gonna bonk there, but for some reason he got that weird thing where he just dives and ledge grabs. Yeah, I don't know, it's really weird. Also, that was not the correct way to do cheats. I'm disappointed, Stravos.
Oh, bonk! There on Tylo's side. Trying to go through the door for Forks.
Getting Forks, no problem. Okay, so this last moon can cause a lot of trouble for especially newer runners. Okay, but he's taking it very safe. You can also do some spin pound stuff there. That saves a little bit of time, but he took his time, didn't want to risk it.
Nice spin throw there. And Stravos doing it right around the corner.
Tilo getting hit by that Pambro. Damn. That's good cheese movement. Very nice, Tilo. I like that. That was awesome cheese movement.
Yeah, he took his time with it, and I think that's one of the moons that going slower is actually faster, because what you see guys do is just kind of spam the pans, and it breaks like all the speed, and it just takes up so much time. Whereas if you just throw one pan at a time, it breaks only the blocks that you need to break, and you can pull that lever.
Yeah, I'm fighting for that strat. If you have the time to watch my race later, watch that part.
Tilo getting that ground pound done. 3 more moons to go for Tilo, but Stravos will be heading into Ruined.
Yes, it was really Aquan playing.
Good time here as Stravos starts this fight with the dragon. A couple quick plugs for y'all. Exclamation point schedule in the chat. You can see the full schedule of everything that GSA has going on. We've got the schedule is completely filled up every day of the week. You have SMO every Monday from 4 until whenever we finish up. Tuesday is Task Tuesdays, where we show off task runs all day. World Record Wednesdays. World Record runs are shown all day Wednesday. Thursday is Celeste and then Super Mario 64 Division 2 League. Friday is Super Mario 64 Division 1 League. Those are both 70-star leagues. Saturday and Sunday are Super Mario Maker 2. So make sure to check out the schedule to see what's on the schedule at each and every day. Exclamation point bracket to see where all your favorite runners are at, who they have to go up against, and how many points they have, where they are in the league standings. Exclamation point merch for the merch, shirts and hoodies, fresh looks. Exclamation point YT and exclamation point YouTube for the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe there. All reruns are there if you missed a run, or if you just want to rewatch a run. It's all there on the YouTube channel. And then of course we got the Onyx.
Oh yeah,
Onyx.
That's if you want to help us figuring out stuff at GSA, you can use Onyx to support us and even maybe grab a free sub.
500 points of Onyx gets you a free sub. You can use that anywhere, but we'd love it if you used it here at GSA. Stravos finishing it up as we finish up those plugs. He will be heading into Bowser's Kingdom to finish up this run. Is a sub 100 possible for Stravos at this point?
I don't think so. I mean, you could probably, in theory, but yeah, you could, but it's gonna be really hard. But it is still a possibility. For example, my custom 100 splits have a 47-13 ruined exit, so he is 5 seconds behind that. It is possible, but it's really hard. Also, very nice script to skip ruined. Okay, let's see. Bowser's and Moon coming up. First Bowser's, lots of cutscenes. You can can really say there are a lot of really small sections for Bowser's that make up the whole thing between all the cutscenes. Because it's not cutscenes between parts you play, it's playing between cutscenes actually.
No, it really is. Weird bonk there for Stravos. Start off this one.
Yes, this race is life.
Super quick there. Stravos happy about that one. Kind of surprised he... Seems like he was a little surprised with that one.
That triple jump that he did can be very hard because sometimes you will throw Cappy and you want it to happen like it happened for Stravos, where Cappy didn't even appear because you were too close to the ogre, but sometimes he will appear and then you will just hit Cappy and not get the spin pound, and yeah, really weird stuff. So the new method usually is to do a ground pounce or spin pounce to do it.
Stravos nearly missing that first shard, having to kind of re-attempt to grab it in the same throw.
Also, he's not doing new shards. There is a new shards movement that was found like a week ago, maybe a little more, by Goryuya. And some runners already implemented it, but I don't think Tylo or Stravos really tried yet. So we won't see it in this race. But for sure later today if you stick by. Yeah, that's what people usually do. What Tyler just did with the spin pound.
Stravos more weird bonks.
Oh yeah, Stravos has a really weird way of doing Bowser Jam, and he messed it up. There is a new way of collecting the shards. So if you keep watching next race, probably Chaos vs Lucidity, I really think that at least Chaos is gonna do it. So if you want to see it, next race probably. Oh, Tyler taking a bonk at dive back. Unfortunate.
Well, you talking about the strat? You've got a race against me. Why don't you do it?
Yeah, I did, but maybe. Yeah, my race is pre-recorded. So yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But I don't know if Chaos or Lucidity are gonna do it, so maybe it will already be next race. It saves around 2 to 3 seconds, maybe more like 2, I think.
We'll see Harriet's first strat.
I very much appreciate that decision.
Huge controversy, this Harriet Copper first debate.
Yeah. I don't know how that can even be controversy.
Oh no!
Oh, Tyler taking a bonk there. That's.
Oh man.
He did the safe movement and died to it. That's unfortunate.
Again, these corners are just so unforgiving. As far as, you know, if you're right on the line, you know, it'll let you on top. No, not here in Super Mario Odyssey. If you're right on the line, you're taking a fall.
Yeah, sometimes it looks like you'd get up there easily and you still get a bonk. So it's really weird sometimes. Okay, Tyler not gonna do furry at strats for at least the first phase. Let's see if he's gonna do it now. No. Okay, I don't think he's gonna do it. Strat. We should learn it soon. At a 100 or almost 100 PB. But yeah, he was always known for not taking many risks and playing it safe.
Well, that's the big thing in these races, you know. Do you do the harder strats that are kind of risky, or do you play it safe? You know.
I don't even mean just in races. He does that in general. takes a safe approach and doesn't do the hardest tricks immediately. Unlike Mitch.
Stravos. Back up Brutal, looking for that target acquired. Nice job so far, staying on top. No problems yet. The last 2 ground pounds here, just one.
Nice.
Last one.
Nice.
Viewer done. Target acquired there for Stravos.
Okay, now Tylo gonna take his way to Mecha Brutal as well. I'm constantly thinking about if Stravos can still survive. Right now, I don't think he can. Nah, he can't. He can't. Now it's over. Yeah, he'd need to get a sub 5. Which he's not. So, sub hour is dead. He'd need to get the Moon World record by 3 seconds, which is impossible pretty much.
Yeah, a good marker starting at Moon is 5 minutes, if I'm correct, till the end.
5 minutes
In a couple
is
seconds.
is the record. The record is 4:59 by miles, and the second closest is Turn with a 5:03. So more like 5:10 usually.
Right. So just as we see 55 pass, it's pretty much looking at.
Then it's basically dead.
You're looking at mid 100, yeah.
Yeah. Mid or low. So he could probably barely get a 100.10. If he gets he gets an awesome moon, he's gonna get a 100.10. But it looks more like 100.15, 20.
Good vectors there. The start. Overall, it's Tylo finishing up Mecha Brutal. Really, it all comes down to this cave skip for Stravos. And then pretty much through to the end, it's pretty simple. And he gets it. Stravos walking into this final Bowser fight and this end stage looking like he's going to take the win here. We have to have something pretty dramatic happen. Stravos decided to scream for Tylo to make up the time. And just like that, Stravos missing the hits as I speak.
Commentators curse.
Yeah. Nothing too dramatic, fortunately, but missing those first few punches. Second punch is in as Tylo heads into this moon, vectoring in.
Going to first person, first style.
Need to get these last couple of punches in. Tilo heading for this cave skip now. Good.
Yep. Nice. First try. Right, just Bowser's section coming up now.
Stravos. 58:33 on the clock. Looking for that low 100.
More like mid. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, low mid.
Do what he can. Tilo, on the other hand, on this Bowser fight, part 2, 2D section for Stravos. Good skip. Taking a little bit of damage there during that Bowser fight.
Okay, if Stravos gets an awesome Phyllis, he could still 101x this actually.
Fireballs need to be perfect. Missing one already.
That's fine, I think. Maybe not. Never mind. He had to get 53 Phyllis to get it. I think he can't anymore. It's gonna be 2x probably.
Yeah, 2 of those fireballs getting blocked there by some falling rocks, unfortunately. Having a little bit more time.
Okay, Tilo is on a very low 102 pace.
It will be a 102x for Stravos. Finishing this up. GG's on the win. We'll see if we can get him in for interviews here as Tilo finishes up. Like you said, looking at a low 102. Getting into this 2D section. 2D skip, very standard now.
Nice. I've seen him lose a PB pace run to it recently. I've also seen him lose a PB hit pace run to Invisivores. Let's hope to not see that. Okay, looking like a 102x if he gets good balance. Decent balance. Doesn't even need to be really good. Looking like really good shots.
Missing 2 there at the end though.
Yeah, but he got it, he got it. Let's see these fireballs. Yeah, not the best, but it works. Nice. I think it's a 1x. And yeah. Wait, OX, never mind.
Yeah,
102.
102.07?
8. Okay.
Well, GG's. We got both guys here in the booth. Big GG's to Stravos. GG's to you, Tilo. On that race, though, first question I need to ask Stravos, that DSTA.
Yeah.
Just once, I mean, obviously you discovered that you had set up that wrong. It kind of, what did you do to mitigate that?
So I realized that I accidentally set the time wrong. Like, my date was fine, but like my time, I set it at 1:59 instead of 1:53, because like, I don't know. I guess I was just thinking I was still testing what time it was, because I like to test the time to make sure it works with the year and everything before a race, just to make sure I don't mess up DSTA, right? So I put it at 1:59 and just wait a minute, right? And that's what I do, and make sure it works. But I guess I just kept thinking I needed it to be at 1:59 after that. But anyways, how I fixed it was, after planting the seed, I just manually changed the time. And it was pretty funny. I think there was kind of a sync there because of that too.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
pretty much exactly. Right when you got back into the game, it was synced.
It was kind of funny because right before the race, you told me not to pull an Equan and do that exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did it in a completely different way.
So a little bit of hijinks beforehand. Tyler, kind of walk us through that race for you. How you feeling?
I mean, what can I say? It was a decent run until I like died in fucking Bowser, I guess. But I mean, it was fine. I mean, there was a lot of tiny mistakes, and that sand was just awful, but it was fine.
Well, what kind of improvements are you looking to make here for the rest of the season?
You know, it was like my goal was really to get 101s for the rest of the season, but that obviously didn't happen because of that death. But whatever.
And Stravos, what kind of improvements are you looking to make?
I want to get DSTA correctly.
Nice.
I think that's just about it, really. I mean, yeah, I made quite a few just like medium mistakes everywhere, like missing DSTA, like nothing huge, right? Nothing like missing nut clip, but I just made a whole bunch of just like medium mistakes everywhere, and I wanna get it down to only small mistakes,
Very cool. Unfortunately, we are out of time. Thank you to both of you guys for joining us in after interviews. Thank you for such a good race, Stravos. Big GGs to you, obviously. But that'll be it for us. We do have a race coming up in just a minute or two, so please make sure to stick around. We have got the Chaos Pringle versus YT Lucidity. Pretty big race there, so make sure to stick around. But that's it for us. Dansta, thank you so much for joining me in the booth. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Same.
All right.
No what to say.
All right, we'll be back in just one moment with some more Super Mario Odyssey action. Thank you so much.